Hello everybody and welcome back to another Warframe video. I'm gonna wave here because, well, it's cute and I really like what I did with my citrine fashion. Hi. First and foremost, I have a Patreon where I tell stories and there's sound effects. It's a good time and a good way to help support the channel. I also do commissions of any voice-related kind, and I mean just about any kind. For that, you can DM me on Instagram, and there will be a link in the description below along with my Patreon's link. Now, let's get right into talking about this. So, the first thing, right, the very first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to Lotus Eaters, oh boy, the music. The music in this game has always been epic. I don't know who they have, if there's just a bunch of talented people in a house, or they hire, like, people who perform in the ritziest, theaters and orchestra, or what. I have no idea. But the music is very good, and it's very telling. Okay. Whenever you try to begin the quest, before you can actually press A to begin, if you go to the codex, specifically if you go to the codex, you'll have that scene where Lotus is in what I call, Void Realm or whatever, Wally World if you want to. There's music playing before you select it, and that music is somber. It's sad. I don't know how else to describe it better than that. I have a decent vocabulary, but I can't find the words. It's almost, I don't know, like somebody is broken. They're dejected. It's not super intense like that, but it's very much not positive. It's very much not positive. And that concerns me, because, like I said, DE is amazing with the music. So amazing with the music. And I think we should pay attention to that, because it may be a foreshadow of potentially tragic events to come. We may lose more characters. We may come to love some of these new proto-frames, and maybe not all of them will make it. I don't know. Or maybe something will happen to Lotus. No idea. But on that same train of thought with the Lotus, my bestie and I are... we are under the camp of... There's a decent chance that Lotus has also made a deal with the man in the wall, right? Because you have to think about just how smart this entity is. If you really pay attention to the stuff, if you're a lore nut, or you just really pay attention to the story and all of this stuff, he's leading us exactly where he wants us to be. This whole time. Every time. We're always chasing him. We're always chasing that doppelganger version of ourselves that he just makes himself appear as. He's always leading us somewhere, always planning. He's never really angry. He's always smiling. He's always chill, like everything's just falling into place. Whenever he gave us our second chance on the Zeraman, he knew too. He was right there too as well to enact that next part of his plan, whatever it is, whatever the main plan is. It's very likely that our character is not the only one who has made a deal with the man in the wall. I wouldn't be surprised if Albrecht also has. I also wouldn't be surprised if Baru may have, just wherever, because he says he's a void trader. How are you even doing the shit that it takes to, do what you do? And then, they talked about some relay stuff, about how they were going to merge it, and they worked it into the lore, like timeline stuff, something or other like that. I know that's probably just a one-off, but how many people have actually made a deal with the man in the wall? And you also have to think about the fact that Lotus was made barren because of void contamination, of the void mess. She couldn't have a kid. She couldn't have any kids. She couldn't procreate at all. But she wanted children. And she got exactly what she wanted with the Zeraman children. Does that kind of sound like a deal? Huh? She lost her ability to have kids. And, Man in the Wall was like, well, I'm gonna be daddy with these, void children, and I'm gonna need somebody to guide them in a realm that I can't, be in right now, and that's gonna be you, so you get to mother whatever 10 are left. How does that sound, huh? Huh? You can't tell anybody, though. You were made barren by the void, and now I'm fixing it, but you did this for me. This is just hypothesis. And probably not an uncommon one either. But the other thing, too, is that she said that the indifference is trying, essentially, to make her give up our operator, the child that all of this is linked to, a latchkey, potentially, right? And she said she wants to. Not that she's like, I just kind of want to throw you into the void. It's not that. It's that he's controlling her, like pushing thoughts in her head and, trying to manipulate her behavior. He's making her want to just give him the child, right? That is a huge problem. And the fact that not even Lotus, with however powerful she is, can really do that much to fight against it, that has very dangerous implications. Very dangerous implications. So I am concerned. I am going in preparing myself to either going to lose or have a critically wounded main character of some type. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. It may not happen. It may happen. I don't know, but I'm going in preparing for tragedy. Right, I'm going in preparing for tragedy. And you should too, just in case. Just in case. I could be completely wrong, right? But Lotus was able to bring the moon out of the void. Alright? She's no slouch. And the man in the wall was basically, using her as a puppet. And she tried her hardest to drown him out. And she was struggling. The other thing, too, that's a major point, and, this video is coming to an end, but I just want to say, the fact that she and us are the only ones that heard that phone ringing. I thought that it was everybody could hear it ringing and they were just ignoring it as like a void echo of Albrecht, right? Why can she hear it? I mean, us, obviously, we're linked to the void and the man in the wall, but why Lotus? Is it because she made a deal? Or is it simply because she is so integral in our lives that he knew that getting her to answer his call and almost succumb completely would absolutely drag us to the edge? Which is it? I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. Oh boy, I am. Well, I will see you guys in the next video and in 1999 and present. I hope you guys have a good day and may RNG be in your favor.